Welcome back, students. Now that we have a list of only 126 trees that are all sorted, remove duplicates, we haven't sorted them yet because we didn't really have a reason to sort them. I don't really want to sort them alphabetically, although you certainly could. But what I do want to do is I want to count how many of each type of tree appear in our list. And as you know, we have a couple of different functions for counting, and the one that we want to use in this case is going to be called COUNTIF, which we've already used in a previous activity, so this should roll off really easily. So I'm just going to do the first one, and then I'm going to show you a trick so that you don't have to copy and paste it 126 times. So let's look up the pin cherry, and in order to do this, as you know, you're going to click the f of x button, and you're going to find a function called COUNTIF, which probably is a fairly recent one in your list. If not, then you can go up here, type it in, COUNTIF, click go, and then it should appear in your list. So we're going to click OK, and when the new pop-up window comes open, there's a couple of little changes that we're going to make, so it's not a big deal. First of all, let's do the criteria one first. I know it comes second, but let's do it first because it's right there. We'll just click on pin cherry. So there you can see it as A2. And so the range, this part's going to be a little weird. So make sure you click in the range area so your cursor is flashing in there. And then we're going to go back to the first worksheet. So there's kind of little tabs at the bottom kind of thing. And up here where it says common name, I don't want you to click on common name. That would be a mistake. But instead I want you to click on the actual letter F. And so what you'll see is it says it has the trees inventory for public Fred, and there's an exclamation point. Don't know if you can see that. But then it says F:(F), which means all of the F column all the way down to infinity. And you can see here that it's already telling me that for the pin cherry that it's looking up, it's going to give me an answer of 19, which is fine. I'm not really sure how many there was anyhow, so I'm going to click OK. And now that you can see that, so I can click back on the cell, there's the answer, and here's the function. So COUNTIF, and then here's the location, and there it's a little bit bigger this time. You can see the exclamation point. So it's searching all of the F column from the previous worksheet, and it's looking for A2. Now I want to just show you that there's this really quick copy and paste functionality built right into Excel. And it's this extra little bit in the corner. So you see how there's this extra little bit in the corner. I don't know if you've ever noticed it before, but if you click and drag, I'm only going to click and drag, let's say this far, and let it go. What you can see has happened is it has magically copied the formula, and instead of pointing to pin cherry the whole time, it's changed and it's pointing to whatever the cell is directly beside it. So this is how many red oaks there are. This is how many red maples there are. There's 200 eastern white pines, and so on and so on and so on. And so now I don't need to copy and paste it 126 times. I'm just going to grab this and go all the way to the bottom and just keep dragging until we get to 127. There it is, and we're going to let it go. And magically, all of those formulas are just filling in nicely. And this is the end of our COUNTIF exercise. Wasn't that not too hard? So stay tuned for the next video where we move on to sorting these.